Brian Woody.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Oh, that's why he didn't pick up. Because he's here.
Who?
Both of you.
Oh, I hear me.
Yeah.
I
don't
hear
hear
you.
Brian, but I see Brian.
Oh.
But,
Excuse me, I have to switch off from my cat girl playing Katamari.
oh, that sounds
Stream.
way more fun than this show.
It always is, but she's playing Katamari for the first time, so she's having. Let's see, okay.
Katamari. That is wait, where does the cat girl come into Katamari? Oh,
She is
now,
a cat girl.
Now Brian's moving his mouth, which
Oh.
means that he thinks his microphone's working.
I wasn't moving my mouth.
Oh, you weren't.
Oh, hang on. I gotta.
Now
Gotta
he
turn.
talks.
Yeah.
That mod permits in Katamari.
Yeah,
Now, is it-
it's Cat Amari. There you go.
Katamari.
What?
Katamari with a K. And no, Dune, I did not pay the extra grand for first class.
Oh, dude, I'm not flying first class, but my trip this summer cost me $1,000 to get there and back. That sucks.
Where are you going?
Outer Banks.
What?
Outer Banks. North Carolina. Beach.
Oh.
Yeah, this summer.
Cool.
Where it's hot as hell.
I don't mind it.
What month?
July.
Oh.
So
We're going to DC in August.
Oh, that's fun.
Why?
It'll be fun. It'll be getting
Not
cool.
my
protest?
idea. No.
No,
You just
It's
say
a
the Nats
it's a
game?
family thing, and they were going to
Storm the
say, "Oh,
Capitol?
let's go in July." No, July is not a good month.
He's gonna
It's
go.
fucking
He's
hot
gonna go
in
see the
August.
Nats.
I've been there in August.
So
Yeah, I have
so your family's going to Washington D.C. in August for family sightseeing trip.
Actually, we're going to this event, and that's the excuse for having it there.
Okay. Bonus points if you get a selfie of you comparing the size of your cock to the Washington Monument without getting arrested. I just
It's
made
gotta
that
be
up
lots
now,
of money, buddy.
and now
Lots of
people are gonna try it. I just invented a new trend or meme or I please don't.
So you
Please
have to
don't
take-
give me credit for that.
You have to figure out, okay, how far do I have to be for that little mushroom to be bigger than the Washington Monument?
Oh, I'm gonna no. Nope. 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 Nope.
Nope, further
nope,
back.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Further back.
Wait, bumped,
Nope.
yeah, right. Wait, bumped to first class, Mod Bro?
My mom was bumped to first class first time in her life. Well, I guess bumped means like if there's a seat available in first class and there's not a
Upgraded.
seat available for
Upgraded
you.
is the typical word.
Right, but a bumped upgraded, not a applied for upgrade. Like
No, a bump is when you get out of the seat you wanted
right,
to a
but
lower level or off the flight.
well, if you were if they didn't have the type of seat you paid for available to you and they had to bump you to the next thing available, the next thing available might be an upgrade. And that I think is what Mod Pro is suggesting by bump.
Sure, no, I get it, but I would never
Right.
use the word bumped to say I'm
Right.
getting an upgrade.
Right, but Mod Pro communicated something by saying bumped that you wouldn't have, or that you would have done with more words. Hence the further interruptions. So
Is this a Me Too thing? Is this a Me Too thing?
Me Too thing?
Yeah.
No,
Somebody's doing something that's improper.
someone's what? Now, Mod Pro wouldn't call a penis a mushroom.
La 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 la. I don't wanna know.
So many things I'm thinking of, like not saying.
So just jump to Dune's question. What seat?
The one next to the one next to the window.
So you get the aisle seat.
No, I'm in the seat next to the aisle seat.
You're in the middle?
Oh, you're in the
I
middle.
get the best of both worlds. I'm
Middle.
next to the aisle seat and I'm next to the
Yeah.
window seat. That's like
Actually, that's the seat that sucks the worst.
Yeah.
Yes,
I hate
yes.
the middle
When you
seat.
walk
I
down,
know.
you're the last
That's
person
my
on the
point.
plane, and you walk down, you see which seats are empty. Oh, it's always the middle seat.
Now,
Well-
the thing is, if you're in the aisle seat or if you're in the window seat, you hope to God the person in the middle seat doesn't show up or no one has that seat. So then you can just lift the armrest up and have extra room.
I
but
get to disappoint two people is what I get to do.
Yeah, you're gonna hog both arms,
No.
arms, right?
No, I'm gonna be like this, trying my hardest not to touch anyone for 7 hours. But so let me answer Dune's question, because I do have a seat assignment, and I have a seat assignment that I got today because I paid for the cheapest ticket money can buy, and it used to be the cheapest ticket would still let you. Well, I got Delta's cheapest ticket still lets you bring on a carry-on bag.
Now,
Some air.
is this a nonstop flight?
Yes. Some airlines, like JetBlue, don't let you bring a carry-on bag with the cheapest ticket, but Delta still lets you bring on a carry-on bag with the cheapest ticket. So
Okay, so you didn't get an upgrade to the Economy Plus size, where you can actually have your legs in
oh,
front
they'll
of
give you like not even a quarter of an inch. It's not that much.
Brian, it's not enough. It's not a huge difference. For a tall person, maybe that is a world of difference. For me, no, not a world of difference.
Yeah.
No, and you don't get you get foods on planes if you bring food on the plane,
Or you pay
get
for it.
food on the plane.
Yeah, I pay for it a lot of
Yeah.
times.
You know,
which of course cash doesn't work anymore,
No, they won't take cash. You have to use a card.
or the
So-
app.
so
Yeah.
Use the app.
so
App.
They want
let
you to
me-
use the app for everything.
So I got the cheapest ticket I could get on Delta, which lets me bring in a carry-on bag, and then seat assignment after you check in, which is 24 hours before. And so we were assigned Kristen and I were assigned the 2 middle seats in the same aisle. But
Hey,
then
by the way, if you're using the app, do you get invited to the Christmas party, the employee Christmas party?
Why don't you write them and find out? So we got 2 middle seats. I went and checked, like, because it did give me the option to change seat. And when I went to go and change the seat, I found there was 1 window seat available. And so instead of me and my wife being in the same row in middle seats across from the aisle from each other, I moved Kristen to the window seat that's in the row in front of me. So I upgraded my wife
wait a second.
to a window.
Mod Pro, does Dune interrupt Johnny?
Well, yesterday Dune interrupted me a little bit, and we blamed you for it.
You know,
I
so
missed
I
this
mean,
part.
so they're just fulfilling a role. That's all.
Dune chalked it up to because he's traveling in a hotel room. I had to host it in StreamYard, so like he was like being like something to that effect. So anyways, that's the plane situation. So I'm checked in. There is a seat with my name on it. All I got to do is get to the airport before they board the plane, and the only that's all I got to do. That's all that's left, and I am relying on the MBTA. Because you can't spell stupid without the T. So that is the last thing that I need to not go wrong after watching everything at work go wrong today and going, nope, not my problem, and closing the tab. Poor new guy. Poor new guy. New guy came in with past experience. New guy's been trained up on like 80 to 90% of what he needs to know for our environment, and this has come with previous experience. He'll be fine. He hasn't texted me yet, and he knows my number. But he also has a boss telling him, don't text me.
So Mod Pro says that Dune should call in.
Dune could call in. Heck, I'll give Dude the link if he wants the link, but that's up to Dune if he wants the link or whatever. But we got enough going on here right now. I'm not trying to say he shouldn't. No, he absolutely could or should or would, unless he doesn't. You know, I found a new recipe for Dune that I think he'd like.
Tacos.
Is
now,
it
have you heard
Italian cheesecake surprise?
it is a cheesecake. Now, have you heard of Dylan Thomas?
Is that a pickle?
No, that's it's funny you should say that, but no, it's a TikToker.
Okay.
He does like recipes from vintage cookbooks.
I don't watch the TikToks.
You don't want no. Well, he does recipes from old cookbooks, and some of them are questionable recipes. Like when Jell-O was a thing, people were like, "Oh my God, this is awesome! We should use it for everything." And that's where you get dishes that are like, you know, vegetable salad in a like Jell-O loaf, or some sort of meat dish contained in a Jell-O mold. Like
no,
exactly. No is right.
No, I'm gonna tell you, a meatloaf. You know how meatloaf is always square? If they had that in a cool Jell-O mold, like shape, that would be a little more interesting.
It's interesting, but Jell-O and ground beef never shall they meet.
Well, no, not Jell-O, just the shape of it.
Yes.
Dune just pulled a devil's advocate and said, Wendy's? Oh, that's Dave Thomas.
Oh, that's good. I was thinking Wendy's. Oh, did you want to go to Wendy's? That's cool.
That's Dave Thomas.
Meat should be square.
That was
Meat should be square.
There was a promo for the devil's advocate. Oh my God. Let me see if I can find that. Where like the guy calls in, and the two hosts, John and Liz, they just kind of go off to the side and have their own conversation while this guy's on the phone talking, and they just it's just like one of their things that they would do. So let me see if I can find. Oh, here we go. Radio promos. Oh no, those are literal radio promos. These are.
Carolyn Carter, what do you do in the office when you're hungry at 3:30?
I indulge myself with Lipton Cuppa soup. They make a cream of chicken soup that's smooth as velvet and delicious as I don't know what.
What's that?
Is she the Clamato lady?
I don't know.
Is she the Clamato or no, not the Plop lady, the Sacramento Plop. It wasn't her.
Or chicken noodle, or green pea.
All those?
They're all Lipton Cuppa soup.
Hey, they have a terrific variety. Even more terrific flavor.
Oh, here we go. Here's the devil's
Hello,
advocate.
Devil's Advocate.
Hey man, I got an interesting story of when I was younger.
Okay.
Alright, I was on. You ever heard of Nickelodeon? The network?
Oh, yeah.
On
Sure.
television?
Sure.
Well, I was on Legends of the Hidden Temple. I was on the Silver Snakes. And you know the host? His name's John Thomas. Yeah, that guy tried to molest me, dog. He stuck 2 of his fingers up my ass, dude. He pulled his fingers out
I
of
don't
his
know
ass,
who it is.
licked the shit right off his fingers.
I don't know
It
who
was
John
the
Thomas
sickest
is.
thing I've ever had. He had a
Who's the
piece
guy
of
from
fucking corn
Matchbox
right in
20?
between his teeth.
That's Rob
Sickest
Thomas.
thing I've
Rob
ever seen,
Thomas,
dog.
okay.
Yeah. I
And
can't
then
think of
who's the
anything.
other guy with the red hair?
Did I what?
Red hair? I don't know.
That's good.
No, we don't know who that guy is. We have no idea who that is. We were thinking that was that guy from Matchbox 20.
Matchbox 20?
Yeah.
John Thomas?
Or no, wait.
What are you talking about, dude? I'm talking about Legends of the Hidden Temple.
And Dave Thomas.
Oh,
The game show on Nickelodeon.
oh, you mean the Wendy's guy?
Dave Thomas's son?
What the fuck? You guys are a fucking bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
Alright, listen. You guys can all lick my hairy asshole, okay?
That sounds like so much fun.
Dave Thomas
on
is
the
dead.
one side. Each
That
week
show's
with John
great,
and Liz
though.
On the Devil's Advocate.
This is great. He has his story, and they're just like, "Who's this guy?" The dude writes it. I think it's called Stimulating Conversations. Yes, that's Dave Thomas. No, so anyways, so yeah, I got my flight. So yeah, I actually was off from work today, and was getting ready for my trip, but I couldn't help but take a peek at the email, and I knew I needed to take a peek at the emails because I was getting texts to my direct number this morning from people who didn't know I was on vacation. So
Yeah,
it's-
unfortunately, the bad thing about text, there is no out of the office reply you can send.
Right. But they figured it out when they sent an email to my work email, and I had the out of office sent. And
There you go.
so there was one person who is on vacation, took her laptop with her, and the hard drive died. So now it just boots up to unable to find an operating system or whatever the error is these days for a no hard drive present. Basically, it said it couldn't find anything with
No
an
bootable
operating
drive.
system. Well, it doesn't even say that anymore. It just says no operating system present, I think is what it says now. Because the device will still try to boot. It'll look for things to boot to because there's network booting and there's a whole list of things. So it's just trying to do its thing. And basically, it doesn't say there's no hard drive present because that could be the normal thing. It basically says, I don't have an
That
operating
could actually be a
system.
different error.
It basically says, I don't have an operating system. That's basically all it says is, no operating system found to boot to or something to that effect. So that happened. And then there was someone that I was helping last week that her laptop stopped being able to connect to internet.
Excuse me, Johnny?
Yeah?
You're on vacation.
I'm still thinking, this is waiting for me when I get back, though.
So you'll have to look at it when you get back.
You know what? Maybe this problem, that's a bigger problem that I've been trying to ring the bells about, will now get escalated up to people since I'm not there to keep limping things along, and maybe they'll all find all the problems and fix them all for once and for all now that I'm gone for a week, and then I can come back and resume what I'm supposed to be doing instead of keeping this hot
Dream on.
mess going.
All of those problems we solved. No, when you get back, there'll be 75 problems that nobody know what to do about.
Yeah, well,
That's the reality.
we'll find out. Well, this is a great learning experience for the new guy, because I left him 2 spare laptops, and on day 1, he needed 2 spare laptops. Mind you, I've been going weeks with these spares sitting there not moving, but the day I go away, it's like, I get that I've been holding this place together, but did it really have to fall apart 5 minutes after I go on vacation?
You guys are like librarians. There's one librarian that doesn't let anybody have the books.
Right.
These are valuable commodities to the library. And then there's the type that gives them all away because, hey, that's what we're for, right?
There's
and then they're gone when you need it.
There's an old prank.
Yes.
The best pranks are pranks that you can pull off without technically breaking any rules. For example, let's say you're in your like graduating high school class in high school, and you want to pull off a prank, but you don't want to get in trouble. Well, how many books does the library let you check out at a time? How many seniors are there in your class? What if you all decided to check out the maximum number of books at the same time at the same day?
Woo. Woo.
Technically, you're not breaking any rules.
Right.
So, like, at one time I asked one of the librarians, what would you do if, like, the class were to do that? It's like, well, we'd have to stop them from taking the books out. I'm like, well, they're not breaking any rules. Yeah, but we can't let them take all the books out. Now, Dune puts a question mark on here. Dune's not amused at this. He doesn't get
what
it.
The heck? He only had 3 guys in his class.
Ah, I see. See, the idea is you pretty much wipe out damn near all the library, and which would be awful. And you made that happen.
Yeah, but aren't libraries here for public internet access?
Well, I mean, this prank dates back to pre-internet.
Back in the day, there was no internet.
Right,
so
right. Back in the day,
you actually had books.
Back in the day, the computers in the library were the card catalog for the books that were on the shelves, and that's not even. And you're going back further than that when it was actually index cards in a bunch of drawers.
I think the last time I was at the library, they still were using those.
I remember one time I was at the library and they still had all the stacks of drawers and they had the computers, and the computers were being sat at. So I went over to the stacks of drawers, start pulling a drawer out, and the librarian stopped me and said, no, those haven't been updated in years.
It was like in the early days, when Radio Shack came out with the TRS-80, the company, the stores had the computers for you to purchase, but they weren't using them themselves. They got a lot of crap for that.
Huh.
Well, our high school library and my high school library had computers in it, but they're all like Mac Classics, and they had Oregon Trail on them. So
yeah.
I didn't go to the library to look at books.
Well, Dune writes in tens of thousands of books. How many seniors were there? Well, here's the thing, and that depends on your ratio of students to the library. Like in my high school, the library was pretty small.
My high school, our libraries.
But how many kids in the senior class?
Probably only enough to really.
Well, how many? What's the rough number?
I have no idea.
I mean, my class was probably around 250.
Somewhere around there.
Some schools had a lot bigger because I was part of the baby boomers. So, numbers after that reduced, quite a bit.
They're quite big. Like my high school here was like 375 people, and I didn't know anybody in my senior year. So
let me see.
I knew more people in junior class than senior.
What's that website that has digital versions?
So when did you move?
Yeah, never mind.
Mars.
This was a while ago. 90.
No. I mean, which year of your high school years did you move?
Oh, I moved 91. I came here in 91, so 90, 92, 93 was my high school year here. My other high school.
So your senior year was here.
Yeah.
But your junior year was someplace else.
No, junior and senior were here.
How did you know people in your junior year and nobody in the
Because my
senior
sister
year?
was a year behind me at the school. So I knew all her friends, and then I knew other people. So, and honestly, I didn't hang out with any of my senior class, because what happened? This sucks. So when I moved here, they looked at me and they said, "Oh, we don't recognize any of your classes for your freshman and sophomore year. So you're gonna have to retake everything again." So I took 4 years of high school in 2 years. That sucked. So I was taking freshman classes my senior year. I was taking junior and sophomore and
what
senior
school
year.
did you go to before? Where?
Oh, it was in North Carolina.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, they just said we don't recognize any of these classes. You have to take everything again. And I'm like, yeah. So I took summer school and I did like.
So what kind of classes do you have in North Carolina? Shooting a gun?
No, that was Kentucky. We had Hunter Safety in junior high. We had to shoot it. We shot it.
Moonshine. Digging
no, that was
gold.
my next door neighbor. He had moonshine. And And the one down the street had a moonshine. My next door neighbor made moonshine in his bathtub. The one down the street made moonshine.
How to make a redneck? Oh, look at that. That's not.
Oh, we already had those.
Right.
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, we had hillbillies too, but it's fine.
And so the high school here, was that in Hayward?
No, Fremont, because I lived in Fremont when I first moved to California. The high school oh, yeah, don't do that. In Kentucky, my high school was also that high school was the high school and the junior high, and 1 year of elementary school, and it was less than 300 people in it. 300 students, so that was a really small high school, junior high. I was in junior high at the time, but yeah, hunter safety. So you got to learn. You learn how to use a gun. You know how to shoot a gun. You know how to clean a gun. You know how to in the end of the year we shot.
Make sure there aren't any bullets in it.
So that's the size of my class there on the screen right now.
Whoa,
that's
7.
Yes,
7.
7. There.
97.
97.
Just joking. Just joking.
I'm
That's a pretty small class, actually. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoy small classes.
So
but
you'd
that's
have to
just
get the
me,
juniors to help you clear out the library.
Yeah.
Since we're still on that theme for some reason.
We might have to. And I believe I'm somewhere in the 7. Yeah, I'm in the top left corner of the 7.
Now, was this a private high school? Like a Catholic?
This was a Catholic high school.
Yeah, okay.
That's our summer uniforms. I always had the white shirt, but the blue shirts were more popular. And actually, my class was told to wear blue shirts the day of this picture. And it's like, I don't own one. I only wear the white shirts, but they were able to fit me in the 7. So, yeah.
So.
You know what? You should have just wore a big orange shirt instead.
Oh, so you're that little dip at the tip of the 7.
No,
right?
I'm above the dip.
Okay. So there's another guy that didn't have a blue shirt.
Well, no, they just put me in with the whites. That's that sounded wrong. I think no, that's not me.
Well,
Where am I? No, I'm up over here. I'm over here. The third from the right in the whites there is here. If I why is it not zooming in more?
What? No, it's working. I think, isn't it?
Oh, Immaculata High School.
Yes. Yeah, because the church was Immaculate Conception, and the grammar school was Immaculate Conception, and the high school was Immaculata.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's me there.
That sounds like it's part of a song.
And that's when I still had hair, but that was. So there it is.
Yeah, a big, I tell people, oh yeah, so we had 4 different groups in my high school class. There was one group that was Protestant. There was one group that was Jewish. There was one group that were black. And there was one group with Catholics, although they went to the Catholic school.
Now,
so 25% of each.
Dune looking to hit on high school seniors now is asking who's the cute girl 3 of the right. Of course, she's my age now. So now I got to find that page again. Here we go. Third to the right, cute girl. Third to the right. I'm not. Which? There's a lot of cute girls in this picture.
Come on, bring it up to the screen. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see.
How is it that I have green hair, by the way?
Green screen, light reflecting.
Something like that.
That's what's happening. But yeah, let me. Where did it go? Oh,
screen share.
Oh, she has a white screen.
We'll help you find it.
Okay, that's what my pro says.
Wait. I need to. Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm here. So third to the right, or 3 right of me, or
the other way.
Who we looking? Who we checking out, Dune? But let's see. She has a white shirt. 3 to the right of me in a white shirt. Okay. Well, I am here, so that's a good. I don't know who that is.
I bet you she's Catholic.
That is. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, you know what they say about Catholic girls? They go to church.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out how to bring in Me Too on that.
All right. Let's take a look here. What we could figure out. All right. So is that row 3 or row? Yeah, that would be row. Well, from the bottom, I guess it would be. Let's see if I can find my name and then find who's. All right, Jonathan Guitars.
So you're going
Dennis,
through the actual
blah, blah, blah.
book.
Oh, that is Jess. Yeah, that's Jess. And I know her name because she ran for like class president or something like that, and I think she won. I knew of her. I wouldn't say I knew her that well. She might know my name if I passed her in the hall.
Oh, she popular?
Oh, I know. Why don't you call her?
I know nothing about her except that she like ran for class president because I think it was. I think her slogan is something like rhyming Jess with yes. So vote Jess.
Is that
yes.
a good slogan
vote,
to have?
Vote yes for Jess or something like that. You know, I didn't think she was going to win because she just kind of...
It's just Dune. Oh, that's good. That's good.
It's just Dune.
You're his Catholic wife.
Yeah, I don't know anybody from high school either. Don't worry.
Hopper doesn't talk to anyone from high school. I don't either, really.
I get a lot of Classmates.com that says 3 people have looked at your picture, and I'm like, I have that up there. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've been over the last few years. I've been reconnecting with some of the old folks from my high school. There's one guy I kind of don't remember him that much, but just in the last week he says, "Oh yeah, I've been to your house."
What?
He has?
What?
What?
While you were at Singapore, he came to your house.
No. There was a time when my brother was living there by himself. Maybe he came there at that point.
But you didn't. You say maybe. You haven't clarified this.
No, I decided not. I decided
this needs
to leave
clarification, Brian.
Right. Well, the interesting thing is the guy now lives in Houston.
Okay. So anyways, I don't think I'm trying to think the last time I would have ever spoken to someone. Well, I guess. Well, I went back to the high school when they had that little going away shindig for Sister Dolores when the nuns all pulled out. That was a few years ago now.
None you all pulled out? What do you mean?
Yeah, the nuns pulled out of the high school.
Because they didn't like something that was going on?
No, because they don't have enough nuns to go around anymore, I think.
So they replaced all of the nuns with
There's
teachers?
not enough nuns.
Right. The nuns pulled out of the school. Whatever the order is, they pulled out, and so now it's all lay people. So they had a little going. The music department had a little going away shindig for Sister Dolores and invited.
Just the one, or was she the only one left?
Well, she was the only one that taught music, so the music department was throwing the shindig for her.
Okay.
And when I found out about it, I was like, well, I guess that would be the one and only thing that would drag me back to that darn building.
And how long after you had graduated from high school did that happen?
Long enough that only one other person from my graduating class showed up.
So she was very well liked in your class.
She was, well, I think most of our class has just gone our separate ways, and we're older, and it's so long ago, it's like,
Or none of them were left with it, too.
I don't know. Basically,
Again, about roughly how many years after you graduated did this happen?
Well, I graduated in 97, and this happened within the past 5 years. So, it's been,
20 plus years.
20 plus years. Yeah, 20 plus years.
All right, that's a simple answer.
Yeah.
It's all I
And-
was going for.
So, but it was nice because me and all my siblings won, all 4 of us. So it was nice that we were all made.
Oh,
it
because
there.
they all had her as well.
Oh yeah, we all did marching band.
Was she? Did she lead the marching band then?
Well, she led the whole music department, which was basically marching band and concert band, and music
So
classes.
you had essentially one person that was doing.
Well,
the
there
whole
was
music
more
program?
staff than her, but she ran the department.
Really, my music director did all of it by himself. There was no
Well,
other extra help.
Sister Dolores was there, and then there'd be a.
And you
a
only
band-
had 100. And,
Well,
how many
if
people
I
again?
get a. Do you want me to answer the questions that you've asked so far, or do you want to just keep asking more?
I'm trying to jump into a conclusion the long way around.
Basically, we had a band director in addition to having Sister Dolores, who I think her title was music director. And the band director was, well, we went through 2 people in my time there, Mr. Brown and Mr. Rohrbaugh. And then he only lasted my senior year, and then they pulled in other people.
Was
But,
the
but there are also
male
lots of
character
volunteers.
A brother?
No,
Or a
layperson
monk?
teacher hired by the school,
Ah.
paid position. So but and then for marching band especially, there were other people who volunteered at rehearsals and things like that.
I think Mod Pro wants to mute me.
She's not the only one, but
Well, if I aggravate you much more, then you will mute me, right?
I could cancel my flight. I won't get a refund, but I can cancel.
Uh-oh.
I'm kidding. I would not. I just wouldn't tell
Uh-oh.
you.
Well, that
So,
makes it easier for
did,
me.
Did you ever go back and retrieve the first email I sent?
Well, that's because you sent it to the wrong place. You sent it to Gmail. But yes,
Brian.
I did.
Brian, have you not gotten the memo? Yahoo is history. Yahoo is not relevant.
It's not history yet.
It's pretty much, it may as well be.
Gators, you could have sent it to my Yahoo account. I
I'm
would have
fine
gotten
with
it, but it would have been next week.
Well, that's okay. Brian, I sent an email to Brian's Gmail account being like, hey, get ready for the flight. Here's this information. We should plan this. We should plan that. Brian sends an email to my johnnygators@gmail.com email address, which I never check, but my
Okay.
phone alerts me when emails
Oh,
come
so
into it.
I don't check the one that you sent to, and
And I don't check the one you sent to.
I just didn't reply all to the first email I got from Gators. That's all I did. I just said, there.
No, actually, no, you replied all to the second one because that was the chain that I added Brian's Yahoo account
Yeah, because
to.
I didn't get the first one then.
So,
That was the one email I sent was the one I replied to.
I think you got the first one because you mentioned to Kristen that you'd see her Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what
so-
I replied.
And you mentioned that in between the 2 emails I sent.
Oh, yeah.
So if you said see you Tuesday after I sent you an email, then that was the first email.
yeah.
But then I sent the second email, and it probably just came in the same
And
chain
then
or whatever.
I might have just done the second email. Honestly,
Yeah.
but I saw the first one. But yeah.
Cool.
That's what I said. I got
So-
your film.
So Dune suggesting we should just use AOL next time. Well, why don't we just get on AIM Messenger and then we could just
You
instant
know,
message
I
each
would
other.
if it was still working.
I
would like a decent instant messaging service. Freaking
The wheel's been rotating for years now.
So I get so to get my. Why does that keep forgetting to say yeah? Okay, I read it.
Bob already getting y'all old.
Two.
Yeah, old. Who's old? Brian's
old
old.
guy.
All right, I deleted it.
You deleted what? Johnny Gators?
The voicemail from Hello Chicago.
Oh, okay.
The bastard.
I left you music.
Damn, I deleted it.
Yeah.
No wonder
yeah.
it didn't transcribe it.
I was playing Plantasia, and I decided rather than leave a message, I just crank it, and so I just left a bunch
just
of,
when you get around, zap me an email of your
Okay.
correct Gmail address
well,
to my Yahoo account, so I can add it to your thingy list.
the emails I've sent have all come from the correct Gmail account.
All I know is I hit reply to all. That's all I did. I said reply to all.
If you see something in your inbox from me, that's the address.
Okay.
But so Brian, like, of course, Tuesday I'll probably be, my arms will be tired. But you know, I figure once we get settled in
from flying.
Right. You know, I got to keep the plane up.
What we really should have done, Gators, what we really should have done is CC'd Sparky on this, so he knows exactly what time to get to your place and what time to be gone.
Oh, I'm out the door at 4 a.m. So you know,
okay.
he could just roll up 4:30 and wave to the train that's going by. But that's
Yeah, he thinks
heck,
driving the
heck, if he
train.
wants to get here early, I'll help him bring the paint in. And but anyways, so yeah, so Brian, what day do you want to do our little boat excursion, our ferry?
So I was thinking.
You were thinking.
I was thinking. Okay, so I was thinking. You know, I mean, originally the idea would be to do that Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday. Okay. Yeah.
But
okay. But
we will check the temperature. If it's freaking cold, I suggest we just drive in.
Brian. Okay, Wednesday, 84 degrees in Hayward.
Okay, how about on
San Francisco, 74.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
All right, so Wednesday's the day.
Wednesday, and then it cools
Yes.
down. Next day is 80 degrees, so it's going to be at 70 on San Francisco.
Of course, it is a long drive around San Jose.
No, they are calling for 79 and sunny, 84 and sunny on Wednesday and Thursday, according to weather.com. Which
Alexa, what's the weather on Thursday in San Francisco?
On Thursday, April 27th in San Francisco, California, you'll see mostly sunny weather and can expect a high of 72 degrees Fahrenheit
72
and a low
so-
of 55 degrees.
A low of 55.
Oh,
There
check
you
it for Wednesday now.
go. Alexa, what's the weather in San Francisco on Wednesday?
On Wednesday, April 26th in San Francisco, California, there will be mostly sunny weather with a high of 74 degrees Fahrenheit
Oh.
and a low of 54 degrees.
Okay, so Wednesday's the day.
For the Tiburon ferry, is it $15 to get to on the ferry?
We're gonna do Alameda.
We're gonna
we're
do
doing
Alameda?
Alameda. Okay, so we're taking. Blue
I mean,
Gold?
that would be absurd to go
Which
up to Tiburon.
means that then we got to take a rail up to the right pier. But that's less driving, so that makes sense.
Actually, this friend of mine.
Or we could take another
This
ferry.
friend of mine said that Tiburon actually goes to the ferry building.
Oh,
does it? I know Blue and Gold does. Which is the one in
I mean,
Alameda.
which ferry building? I mean,
The ferry building, which is by the Bay Bridge.
Oh, Gators hasn't been here since the new one got put up. The new one got put up about 3 years ago, right?
And here's what I say. So the Bay Area is totally effed up because
Well, I could have
all
told you
these
that,
different
but
ferry companies, all these bus routes and all this kind of stuff, and there's not a single place online where you can book your trip.
Now when I'm looking,
Everybody has their own goddamn website. How stupid is that?
So what you need to do, Brian, is just look at the Clipper website.
45
and
degrees
it'll-
in Toronto. Wow.
Yeah. Look
You
at.
won't be taking the ferry there.
No, look at the Clipper website, Brian, and you'll find a lot of stuff on it. For the Clipper card,
Clipper.com.
because I just bought a Clipper. I just bought a Clipper card, so and just.
Oh,
stuck
the
it on my
Clipper
phone.
card.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because it does the it said if you go on the website it'll say what all it supports. It supports AC Transit and I think BART. Now I don't know. I know BART actually.
Yeah.
I don't know about Muni. I think it does the
It
ferry
does.
system.
It does.
It does the Golden Gate ferry system and it does
She hates it when I
something
talk.
else. Yeah. So I just stuck $50 in it, and hopefully that'll be enough for a couple days.
Oh, that'll be Well, I
Yeah.
I set mine auto load, but
I do not have mine auto.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
here's
using the app.
Yeah, I'm using the app. I just added it to my Google Wallet. I think you can add it to your Apple
Google
whatever
Wallet.
thingy.
Fuck, what
Or
is
you can,
that?
or use Clipper the Clipper app. You just tap. Or I have a physical card that has $20 on it too. I think it still has 20. I haven't used it in a long time.
Can you link that to the app?
You can. It just doesn't. You can't. I can't see the numbers to add to it, so I just didn't. So I just put that on there for now, and Like if all fails, I have to.
Okay, because like with the Starbucks card,
Mhm.
you can put it on, have it on the app or the login.
Well, Amazon's great for that too. You just sit there and scan the card into your phone, and it's there. It's nice. Clipper
Amazon
doesn't
card?
Yeah, Amazon. If you get like
I
Amazon
don't even know what
gift card,
that is. And I'm
Amazon
So-
gift card. Yeah.
Yeah, gift cards. So looking at the I want to touch on the Clipper card thing because I had a bit of a story for that. But so yeah, the ferry from Alameda goes to the ferry building, which is south of Fisherman's Wharf, and a bit of a walk. I guess we could do that, but that's well, let's see how long a walk is from the ferry building to Fisherman's Wharf.
It's like a 30-minute walk, isn't it?
Which is not awful.
Yeah.
But is not. But also,
Yeah.
do we really want to do it? It's a it's about a 20. They say it's a 26-minute walk. It's
sounds close,
1.5 miles.
Yeah.
Is what.
Well,
that
we'll
is.
either take the ferry across or we take the take the tram line, whatever.
No, it looks like there are dotted lines that suggest that ferries run from the ferry building to Fisherman's Wharf, but I've never done that before. But I've never done ferry before, so this is a new experience. Whereas Tiburon looks like it has ferries that go to both Fisherman's Wharf and the ferry building.
The trouble is, I think because there's probably multiple companies, you have to pick the
one's
right
blue
one.
and gold and one's something else.
I don't
Blue and
know.
gold's Alameda.
It's just,
I get that.
it just drives me crazy. It's
Well,
nuts.
And then there's a different ferry that takes you to Alcatraz, and there's a couple of different ones.
Island.
And the problem is, like, I have a friend that actually works for Blue and Gold, works in Blue and Gold, and he's like, yeah, it's just everywhere. So you're what?
Yeah, you know what? I brought the website and it only shows ferries to the ferry building, so I don't know what that dotted line to Fisherman's Wharf even means or how that even works. So yeah.
Oh, for Clipper or for ferry?
So for the ferry. So we're not doing Tiburon. We'll do Alameda, and we'll just see if we can even get if we just need to rail it up there, we'll rail it up there, which be fine. And so everyone's coming in. We're packing everyone in the car. And I'll have cameras, and we'll take footage, and we'll somehow make a promo out of all that.
I have film.
You have film.
It's in between the cheese and the yogurt.
So here's the deal. I still have my transit cards from when I lived in the area. Now, do you remember Clipper cards were not the original cards that they had?
Yeah, they were they're like blue, right? That you just pop through the thingy. It goes.
They were green.
Pops out. Was your green? Mine was blue.
Well, I mean, they had the paper cards, but
yeah, those are the ones I mean.
But before they did Clipper, they did a pilot program when it was called TransLink, and they had these green TransLink cards.
I never used those.
Yeah, and Kristen grabbed those when they were like giving them away as a part of a pilot. I think they gave them away with like $5 on them.
Oh, nice.
And then you could link them up through the website and set it to autofill. So I've been using forever a green TransLink card, and then I bought one of the purple Clipper cards when Gothard was coming to visit. So rather than him having to just keep buying paper tickets, he could just use one of our cards and he could just buy us dinner or something. We always did a little bit of I pay for this.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes.
So I basically like, here, don't worry about the travel expenses. Just use this card and buy us dinner. It will be good. So I still had those two cards. And I liked that I had one of the original cards from before they went Clipper. And like when I had to go to San Fran for a few business trips back some years ago when I was working at Internoc, I brought my card with me and I ran it down to the point where I had $2.60 on one card and $1.65 on the other card. So I ran them down pretty low. And so I went and I dug them out of the basement. I'm like, yes, I could use my old school green TransLink card. Now, Kristen, she doesn't have her original card anymore. So I gave her the guest card and said, here, use this.
Here's the guest card.
I've updated it to auto load. The guest card is now Kristen's card. And I had my green TransLink card, and I updated the autofill, and so it was ready to the next time I'd swipe it would autofill at $20. And I was like, ooh, this is so exciting that I still have the old school original TransLink card. And then I'm loading the site and I'm filling out the information, and this alert pops up on the site warning me that they're phasing out the TransLink program, or that they've updated equipment. It's no longer going to read the TransLink cards, but you can order a free replacement for the TransLink card, which would arrive in the mail in 7 to 10 business days.
I think I got my Clipper card either at a Walgreens or while you're at the.
Oh, you could buy
station.
one easily. Yeah, I'll buy one at the airport probably.
Yeah.
At the BART station at the airport, I could rather just buy one. It's just that I got to pay $3 for a new card, rather because I don't have time to wait for my free replacement to come in the mail. So I called up Clipper.
I'm sorry. Why don't you just get the app? Download the app.
Well, the app still has to sync to a card.
No, it doesn't. You just create a new card. That's what I did.
That's
not, if you don't have one, just
so you go into Clipper app and you just say new card, and you sit there and you create a new card, and you just add your money to it.
Well,
I used to use my Google Pay. Yeah, sorry.
All right. Here's what I'm. That was not my understanding. I thought you had to have a physical card and use the card reader to sync it up to the app. So I did not figure that out. So that's something new. But it doesn't matter.
I learned that today.
Okay.
I just tap, and I go, hey, look, get out a card.
No,
nice. Done.
But you added a card, so you already had a card.
Well, I have a physical card, but you know what? I figure if I might as well have one of each, Yeah.
So, but you have to swipe the physical card in order to link it to the device and convert it to a.
No. In the app itself, you can have a non-physical card. Just say add card, add a new card, and you add a new card and you set it up that way. Well, that's what I did.
When I tried to do it, it prompted me to swipe my card. It needed to have a physical card.
Oh. No, I just said I had a new card.
Okay, well, the guy on the phone totally did not fill me in on this. Because I called up. I'm like, hey, I see this alert that some places are upgrading their equipment and I take TransLink cards. I don't even know when this alert was put on your website or if it's been updated recently. Is my TransLink card going to work? And he put me on hold. And he came back and he said, well, my understanding is that they phased it out and an email was sent. They probably sent it to my Yahoo account.
First of all, Gators, good hold music or not?
Mediocre.
Okay.
Not great.
Okay.
But thank you for I did actually make a point to note that. I forgot to say that. Thank you.
That's our main theme here.
So basically he told me that what I can do is that I can buy a new buy a new Clipper card for $3 because I don't have enough time for the free replacement to come in the mail. But once I buy my new Clipper card for $3, I could call and ask for a balance transfer, and transfer the $2.60 on my card.
Yeah.
And the thing is normally a balance transfer costs $5, but if the balance you're transferring is under $5, they waive the $5 fee. So basically,
$5 for what?
To yeah, well, that's just basically to get you to not do it unless you're doing it to transfer a small amount of money to retire a card. But I don't know, it's bullshit, but that's how it is.
We'll see who gets the win when we get to the ferry building, basically, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
You, me, Brian probably win it all, probably, but because I don't really use the ferry at all. I've never actually been on it before. Well,
the ferry's going to be great for shooting film. I mean, we'll get some nice views of the skyline, and we'll be hanging out on there. That's going to be so great. Oh yeah,
yeah. That's kind of why I suggested it.
And
it'll be something different.
And I think everyone can't wait to see what kind of footage we get from Mars's camera. Although, I don't know, is this joke in poor taste that blind people can't use cameras? Because I'm sure blind people...
No, because I can use a camera.
Exactly.
I took a photo class. I know how to use it.
Okay.
Just aim towards the voices. It's not that hard. You know?
Well, you know what we were going to do?
Speak so I can zero in on you, right?
You know what we were going to do? When Kristen and I drove across the country to move out to California, we drove up to Chicago and we met Liam. And we met Liam's grandmother, and we met Liam's mom.
Wow, I hear she's got it going on.
That is what they say. And, you know, everyone keeps wondering about, you know, we thought, oh, my God, this is awesome. We get to meet Liam's mom. And we met Liam's mom. And I thought, you know, I really wanted to ask her on the last day I was there, could we pose for a photo with you? But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And I think Liam was glad I didn't do that. Because I think Liam knew I was like, oh, man, Liam's mom. You know?
Oh, poor Liam.
And this was before Liam's mom knew about the joke.
Yeah.
That
did she finally get privy to the joke?
At some point, Liam played the song for her. But that was years later. So yeah, I knew this little joke that I was not letting her in on, and because I asked Liam, does your mom know about? No. Okay. So. But I really wanted to the last day be like, hey, can we get a picture with you? But it would have been weird. So I thought what would have been funny is if Krista and I just got a picture next to someone else to play the role of Liam's mom, but we just cropped it so that her head was chopped off in the picture and you couldn't see it, and then just caption it that Liam took the picture.
Oh.
I thought that would have I don't know. Is that funny or is that offensive?
Well, show the picture to Liam and see what he says, and then you'll know.
Well, Liam is like blind. Like,
yes.
Like his eyes are as good at seeing as his fingers are. Like he sees nothing, and I don't think he's ever like he's one of those. I guess that's rare in the blind world. Someone who is born never having any working vision. That's like the. Less it's less common than people who have had partial vision or some sort of light sensitivity or
I know a lot that have light sensitivity, so
right. I think it's less common. I don't know. That was what I heard. Someone on the internet said it must be true, but because there's a lot. I mean, there's that wide range of legally blind that actually, like, you know, you saw my class picture, so
I definitely saw the girl that was three seats away from you in the white shirt.
What?
And to do the zoom in on that one, dude. Thanks for privy to that. I appreciate that.
Everyone likes Jess. No one likes skaters.
Well, apparently Jess says yes. That's all everybody knows.
Yes, but no one found Allie. But anyways,
no one was looking for Allie.
Don't even know where she was in that picture, actually, to be honest. But well, she was in the C's, so she'd be somewhere closer to the bottom. Anyway, or did they go from top to bottom or bottom? No, she's probably somewhere around the. Anyways.
Now, was this one of those pictures that was like? Was it one of those ones where someone could run from one side of the picture as they pan aside, and they could run to the other side and have two of the same person on each side?
Possibly. They may have taken it in two phases. I think they took it all in one phase. I don't, you know. And they told us no obscene gestures or you'll just not have this picture in the yearbook. And we will check this with a magnifying glass.
Do you think they checked it?
Well, I didn't see any obscene gestures, so I don't, you know,
Like no random guys with the pants off or...
No, nothing like that. We all just sat there orderly in our uniforms.
Wow.
But all right, so Wednesday we'll do our ferry trip. So now, Brian, do you want to do more than one trips into the city with us, or are you kind of a one and done? Or I mean, what do you? I mean, you're a retired man. You can hang out with us as much or a little as you want. What was your mindset on this?
I have to keep looking. I have to look at my calendar. It'll probably more than just the one.
Okay. Now, do you want to do record shopping?
We'll just see. So you were saying that Christian doesn't care to do that, right?
Right. When we would go into San Francisco and I did record shopping, she usually hang out around the park by herself or do whatever, and I go up to Haight-Ashbury and just work my way down through all the record stores there. Although a few of the record stores have closed, so now it's a long walk between Amoeba and the other record stores. So take a trip all the way. there used to be a few more shops to break up the walk between Amoeba
Yeah.
and the and Market Street.
Well, I definitely think you need to map out the ones that are still open. And,
I know that they are. Yeah.
Okay, and then cross off the ones that are closed.
No, I've already checked the map. Amoeba's open, and Streetlight Records is closed, so I don't need to go out to the Castro anymore. So I'll just go to Amoeba, but then it's a long walk to get down to Groove Merchant. Jack's Record Cellar has been closed for a while, but I might actually. No, that one was only ever open on Sundays though. But I don't think they've opened back up. So I think I just have to walk from Amoeba to Groove Merchant. I think there's another store in that area that wasn't there before. And then Rookie Ricardo's is still around. It just moved to the other side of the street some years ago. And then there's that other one with the spiral logo. But yeah, there's at least, so let's see, Amoeba, Groove Merchant, Grooves, Rookie, Ricardo, and the other one that I don't know that wasn't there before. So I got 5 record stores I can hit. So I don't know if you want to come with a day of walking and hitting a bunch of records. Do you have a turntable set up?
Negative.
Do you have a turntable?
Yeah.
Does
in fact, actually on Facebook, a friend of mine was saying, how did it go? Something about, the wife wants you to get rid of your records. And it says, yep, that's happened to me. And it says, and he asked me how many bad words did I use. I said, well, no, actually, I'm, how did I say it? It's
you
like
ship them all the gators and say, there you go.
They're in the garage.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I do have a turntable still, so I could play them.
Yeah.
Although that's in a box probably in the storage locker with the amp and the speakers.
Well, but you
in
have
fact,
an
I
amp and
suspect
speaker
that
set up.
the records are probably in the same storage unit. So yeah, it's a problem. I don't really know where they are.
Well, this is a problem that can be resolved easily. What type of turntable did you have?
The Techniques.
Oh, a direct drive or belt driven?
I think it's direct. Direct. Otherwise, the belt would be shot.
Is it quartz or does this predate quartz? You bought this in the 70s or the 80s?
I think I bought this in the 80s. Pretty sure.
Might be quartz locked. Either way, it might. Sometimes those older turntables, the capacitors can start to go, and then the speed doesn't stay.
It's a capacitor problem.
But let me tell you, recapping a Technics turntable could be done in 2 hours, if it needs to be done. But I mean, the big question is going to be how good is the needle on that thing. And then the other thing is that the amp and speakers are in there, but you have an amp and speaker set up in your home theater room, right?
The turntable has never been plugged into that. But yeah. Actually.
But does that receiver have a phono input?
I'm going to guess that it does. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Okay, because
I've never used it.
Because if it has a phono input, then you're set. But if it doesn't have a phono input, then you need to get a phono preamp to put it into an auxiliary input. So you could very well just grab your turntable out of storage and plug that mofo in and crank some records after doing some record shopping. Now, are you really interested in record shopping to look at records, or you have no intention of hooking this up and you're just like tagging along to look but not buy?
Well, if I came along, it would be look without buying.
Oh, well, we'll see if we can change your mind. All right, so place your bets now. How many records can Gators get Brian to buy?
2.
2? Bars go for 2. All right, this is a pool.
Wow.
I think we all got to pick a spot.
And they're 33s.
2. And how many of them have bagpipes on them?
I'll give him one of bagpipes if he wants it. I have that. But if you want a bagpipe record, I'll give you that one. That's not a problem.
So Mars.
What?
So Johnny, cover your ears until I say okay.
Okay.
Cover your ears.
Johnny, So I've got this record from a group named, it's a punk band named Pizzle. Do you think I should give it to Johnny at this point?
Maybe. Yes.
This is in the day when these punk bands were buying up the recording equipment to do vinyl, and it was dirt cheap. So that's what this is. This was recorded on. This is kind of like after vinyl was done by everybody else.
All right, can I put this back on now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back and replay this. I do record the show.
What? I thought Twitch does VOD for you automatically.
Yeah, YouTube also records it.
And you don't have to touch it. It's done.
I go back and watch it just to make sure.
Oh.
Right.
So, anyways, yeah. So I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I can go record shopping by myself if you're just going to be bored looking at stuff that you're not going to buy. I mean, I could do that any day of the week. So, I mean, now at some point, Chris and I will probably go into the Japanese tea garden. That's a fun trip for other people. So if you both want to come along for that, that'd be another fun day.
I wouldn't mind going on that one, actually.
Oh, yeah, Golden Gate Park, the tea garden, get some
tea. The tea garden. Brian, have you ever been to the tea gardens?
I was talking about that with my wife, and she said, "No, we've never been there."
I think your wife would actually like that one too.
So I think your wife's. So what I hear you saying is your wife's coming in on 2 trips.
Maybe.
I'm gonna put my glasses on.
0?
0.
She's not coming in?
She's not interested.
Oh, okay.
No? Why not?
Oops. Memorial Day. Yeah.
We'll have to Photoshop her into the movies. Yeah, but why is she not coming in with any of the trips?
Dude will find a nice picture for you.
I talked about suggested some of the things that we might do, and she's just not interested.
Well,
so your return flight is Monday, May 1st, correct?
Your return flight.
Well, we didn't even talk about what we're going to do other than take the ferry in and hang out at Fisherman's Wharf. That's about all we suggested. Now, I'm wondering why she...
I mean, okay, so...
I mean, she doesn't have to.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, we go to take the ferry, Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And she's not into that.
That's about all the time we have. Okay? If we kind of go, holy shit, we've done a lot and we've not gone through anything. Actually, there's a spot near there where you can take the double-decker bus.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you get a tour of the city. Now, that could be on this trip, or we could take a different trip. Like, hey, wait a minute, let's do that double-decker bus, because that would be cool, especially if it's nice out.
Now, see, we haven't even talked about these things with your wife. So what would she rather do if she came in with us? Or is it just plain goose egg 0? She ain't coming. That's
goose egg 0. Not interested.
Well, have you suggested the tea garden? You said you were talking about it to the tea garden to her, and she said you hadn't gone. Is she interested in going to the tea garden?
That's a little unclear.
I mean, for all these,
actually, we were. This is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
So we were watching this episode of The Big Bang Theory, where the ladies go to a tea shop, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And Amy is wearing this tiara, and they go in there and find out it's only little girls here, right? And Amy says, "There's this one girl that's been looking at my tiara. I want that." It's hilarious. Now, she has gone to different tea shops with a friend of hers.
Okay.
And I said, so is that kind of the same experience? Is that you're going there and it's just little girls there?
No.
She says, well, not 90%.
Okay.
But often there are a lot of little girls there, doing their little tea party, which makes it kind of hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, to me, that would be fun.
Okay.
What the hell, right?
Well, yeah. No,
especially if that's something that Kristen would want to do.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to do that by yourself. here I am
No.
by myself.
Oh no.
Woe is me.
I would never send her in by herself. No, we always do the tea garden together.
What's really neat about the whole area, especially near the tea gardens, there's is that near that's near the botanical the botanical gardens too, right?
And that
Right in there?
and that,
And they just had a super bloom, so I bet you it's amazing there right now.
Yeah, I mean it's beautiful. They got all the gardens and the koi pond and the fish and
actually
the
there was
tea
supposed to
and
be the super bloom down by Salinas toward Monterey and Pacific Grove.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of drove around there this past weekend.
Nothing.
Very little. The blooms that you could see were not like what you see on the satellites, right? Where it's the whole frickin' valley, right?
Yeah.
You got these patches, and they're like a mile away. It's like, oh yeah, there you go, and there's no way I can get up there. This is not fun. But anyway.
But yeah,
Gators
so
is gonna bring his
But
camera.
the
Huh?
botanical gardens and that
Yeah, because they're like
that
right
big
next to each
greenhouse,
other, aren't
whatever
they?
you call it.
The- the-
That'd be cool.
They're like right next to each other, aren't they, Gators? Do you remember?
I think so because we have been to that botanical garden.
Well,
we
let's-
just didn't get over the tea garden.
Okay, well we could
And
do.
actually, I think that could be another full day.
Okay, yeah. Oh no, that would be a
Oh,
full day.
that would
We
be a full day,
We
yeah.
go out because then we'd go out to Golden Gate Park, which is where that all is.
Yeah.
Which would be another, and I think we could take the light rail up to Stanyon and then walk over a few blocks to Golden Gate Park.
No.
Actually, I think we could just drive to it.
If you want to
I mean, in
do
the
that,
past- Huh?
I don't drive in the city, but if you so
No,
that's
I
why
would drive in the city. I mean, you're not downtown.
Well, where are you going to park?
I parked there before. Did they take away parking?
I mean the tea garden's in the middle of the park, so I don't know where parking is for the park.
Well, I think okay. All I am aware of, because that's what we did, is by the botanical garden there was parking.
Okay, all right. If you're
and we would do it on the weekdays, so there would be less
Yeah.
people and more possibility.
It
of
would probably be
park,
a
Mr. Park.
Thursday that we go, because Thursday's also the next warmest day. I don't know if you want to do Thursday or Friday. If you want to do a weekday on this.
I mean, I'm fine with any day to go to the tea garden.
I mean, what day were you thinking about doing your record shopping, Gators? I'm probably gonna stay home that day, by the way.
Record
because I
shopping
got-
could be record shopping is
Yeah.
like what I do if I don't have anything going on for a day.
Uh-huh.
That I fit
Uh-huh.
in where it fits in
Uh-huh.
because that's not a priority.
Is that a one day thing, or do you usually go multiple times? Do you usually
No,
hit
I would do that for a one day thing.
do you hit the record shops in Hayward or no?
What record shops in Hayward?
Actually, they might be in Oakland. There's like a-
Rasputin is still open, right?
I don't know.
No.
There's like a Silver Plate or something. What's that place called? I can't remember. There's a couple. Alexa, well, I don't want to dox myself. Forget that.
The box office of the specials, the movie, is $13,300 US.
Oh, that's an expensive box office.
No, the good record stores are in San Francisco. Let's see. It looks like there's
Uh-huh.
the Stax record shop in
That's
Hayward.
another one. Yeah, that's one I saw. There's a couple in the Hayward area. I
One
think
Bad
it's Hayward,
Apple
Oakland, though.
Records, but that's probably not what I would do.
Is there
I mean-
still a Tower Records in San Francisco?
Oh, they closed a while ago, but they were really nice. I love Tower. They closed.
Because I see ads once in a while for Tower, and I thought, wait, no, I thought Towers were all closed.
I thought Tower closed like 10 years ago.
I know they closed a lot of them, but I'm seeing these
Yeah.
ads. So, what is that about?
Oh, I don't know, but that was a really nice tower. I love that Tower Records. Someone's typing.
Because I'm trying
on
to
the
look
phone.
for what's in the where the Rasputin used to be. Because I don't even know.
Rasputin here used to be in was it San Leandro? Was it San Leandro or San Lorenzo?
San
But it was over
Lorenzo.
there down from the Target.
Across from the Walmart.
Across
Was it
from
Walmart?
the-
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
it
across
was
from the Walmart.
not right
Yeah, we used
across
to
from
go
the
there.
Walmart, but it was near. I mean, it's basically if you just stay straight on Grant, there's the Black Angus. It was next to the Black Angus, right?
It's halfway between here and Bayfair, I think. Bayfair's. Did you hear about Bayfair? They're actually closing it, Gators. It was an open mall for a while. They completely opened it up, and now they're closing it.
Oh no, wait. Oh no, that's always been a Lucky. Never mind. Where was the Rasputin then?
Rasputin's used to be. Do you remember where the Target used to be?
Oh, there it is, next to the Big Five sporting goods store.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. And so now it is a grocery outlet bargain market.
Oh, we can buy Denty
By the way,
cans and
what
Denty
is the name of
more.
the store? Is it Grocery Warehouse or is it Bargain Market?
All of it.
Grocery outlet bargain market.
And if
You
you
know,
go
the way
other
their ads
there's a-
go, it's like, wait a second, either that's a long, stupid name, or it's confused. It's like Comcast Xfinity.
Or maybe it's grocery outlet, which is a bargain market.
Yeah.
The name of the store is grocery outlet, and it is a bargain market.
Now remember, there was the other one down the other way, over off of Winton. No, it was off of Jackson. It was called Food Rainbow. There was another one I used to go to.
Oh yeah, that looked sketchy.
Oh, it was very sketchy, and everybody had at least a 8-inch knife on their hip. And but the taco place that was next door to it, their shrimp tacos were pretty good, and you could go there at 2 a.m. and it'd just be full of cops, so you were safe there. And the nachos were hot, or the chips were always hot, so you know. Yeah.
So there's that. Well, yeah, it was. Where was that? Because there was the Safeway, but then there was also the. Because usually I went to the Safeway. But yeah.
That was an Albertsons
Oh.
over there in that area. There was an Albertsons over there, and then there was that Radio Shack which closed, and then there was the Asian Walk over there, which I used to go to all the time, and now there's a Nations over there too.
Oh yeah,
And
the
that-
Nations. That's
yeah.
at the Lucky.
That's on the
because-
Lucky side, and then you go like the next thing over, and that's the Food Rainbow area.
That's right, because I was shopping at the Lucky, and I remember you told me, "Well, do you bring a knife with you?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." And so then I found the Stop and Shop that was a little closer to where I was.
Okay,
and-
so I see on Haight Street you got Amoeba Records.
Mhm.
You go down a block and a half, and you see Offshore Records. Rare African and Caribbean Records. Whoa. There's Hot Wax.
Hot Wax.
Wait, is that a record place or
Hot
Games
Wax
Goes
Records?
Yeah. Well, I see. Yeah, Amoeba.
No, Lucky's is a
Oh
West
yeah,
Coast
Offshore
thing?
Sounds. I haven't seen that. That's new. There used to be a Rasputin up that area, and there also is a Goodwill nearby there too that we could always hit. And
Goodwill's
then-
a good place to hit for records.
Maybe. Well, or close, or you never know what you're going to find in Goodwill.
So
And
Lucky's
then
is basically
down
Albertsons.
Haight Street, you got Groove Merchant Records.
Yeah, that was a normal of mine.
Vinyl Dreams.
I'd never been there before. That's relatively new.
Rookie Ricardo's. Oh, I like that name.
I've been there many times. And then there's Grooves at the
off of Market Street.
Right, and that's now originals vinyls I've never hit before, although that's a little out of the way from the others. But we'll see. Sometimes by the time I get to Rookie Ricardo, my haul is getting heavy that I skip Grooves. Grooves I didn't get to every time. I only got to Grooves like every third time I went in to do record shopping. But yeah, those are my normals that I would. Amoeba, Groove Merchant, and Rookie Ricardo is what's left of the regulars that I used to visit quite frequently. So yeah, we could check that. I'll probably go in today and do that, and you're welcome to come with or stay home. Because
Now,
Chris will probably.
Are you bringing extra things so you can take records home, or are you gonna ship those? With
I'll probably have to find a box and
Yeah.
box them up and ship them.
I don't have any extra Amazon boxes. I'm sorry. I wish I did.
Well, I could swing by Tharco and try to buy a box, but I don't think.
Or well, you're gonna have to take it away from the homeless. They're probably sleeping on it. Honestly, I mean, you could stop by Tharco and see what's left. But
I gotta tell you, if I break into Tharco, I stand about a 50-50 chance of there still being pallets and pallets of returned boxes.
Oh no! I bet you the place is empty, wall to wall.
Okay.
Actually, we'll drive by there first thing.
We
or
don't
maybe
have
it's
to.
full of computer stuff.
No,
on
I
pallets
want
and
to
never
see
got-
it.
They got the gate closed off. I don't even know if we can even get in the parking lot.
Oh, we
I
can
mean, if
get
you-
in the parking lot.
Yeah, but
gators.
we
That's
could
not a
go
problem.
along the side of the building to see what
Yeah.
we can see.
All right. Well, we'll do that in one of our other. We could do that.
Do they have razor wire? Can I climb the fence? Can I climb the gate? I'll do it.
I don't think there's razor wire. You know what? Let's take a look. Let's take
Yeah.
a look at the.
If
the
there's
latest.
razor wire, I won't do it. But if there isn't, I'll climb it. I have no problem with
I'll watch.
that. You watch. I'm over here. Now what do you want me to do? Come back.
But let me take a look at what that's looking like on Street View, because I think I recall seeing like that they gated it up, but who knows? So I'm going to Street View and bring it up on the screen here. Let's see, where is it? It is. Heck, I don't even recognize it. Oh, I'm looking at it the wrong way. They have the gate, but then again, I don't even know if there's a lock on that gate. It might just roll right out of the place. Let's look at this together. Let me bring that up now. And see, they got the gate rolled over there. But I don't know if that's locked or if they'll just wheel. And it looks like there is some barbed wire on the top.
I'm
yeah,
not doing that. I do have tin snips, so I probably could cut it, but
Although, look at the Street View got into the parking lot even though the gate is closed.
are you trying to say I have to jump off a plane?
I don't. Maybe the other end's open because clearly this vehicle drove through the parking lot that day. And no, that end's locked up. How the heck? How did this car get into this parking lot?
Maybe it's a drone.
How far along the building does the parking lot go and roads? Oh, whoa! That looks like it's open.
Well, that's open to there, but that is.
Yeah. Well, so you have to get.
This is closed.
No. Go back to that opening. Go back to the opening. So that goes by the loading docks. How far will that let you go?
Oh, it looks like that is open over there. Ah, so we got to go to
maybe that was
little...
only temporary while they were showing a potential client.
And
wait, is there a porta potty there? Back.
There is a porta potty there.
Right, I can take a pee when I'm there. Well, I'm not
And
gonna do
some
that.
You can take
some
a piss
trucks,
off of.
trucks in the place, right?
Yeah.
At the far end loading dock, and some cars parked.
And this is June of 2022.
It might have changed completely since. It's been a year.
Well, so at least part of it looks like it might be rented out.
Possibly. There might be something going on here. But what? I don't know.
So
But-
look at the truck, see if there's any marks.
The price says
You know, like
Cisco
a
on
company
it.
name or
'cause that's
something
what
like
all
that.
trucks say. Cisco.
All these trucks are plain. Now, here's the thing. We come outside of the parking lot, and a car drove by the outside on January of 2023. And now we're seeing a lot of trailers parked in the locked garage. But there are cars in here. There are still cars in the lot. So there is something going on here.
Yeah.
So we might be able to drive into the lot and get chased out.
Well, I'll tell you where I used to get my boxes at Gators.
When I moved to this condo, I got all my boxes over.
See,
over
okay,
here.
so there's a cab on that truck. See if there's any labeling on that.
Nope. Plain white.
I got all of
No,
my
no,
boxes.
no. They're orange to the left of you.
AW something or other.
A&W root beer. There you go. No.
AWQDS, transportation. But that's just a truck that could be picking up or dropping off. That
Yeah,
might not
but
have
sometimes the
nothing to-
cab will be who owns the business that we're dealing with.
But it could just be a truck picking up for another company.
Yeah, it could be. Could
It
be.
really
or maybe
means-
he's there top to use the porta potty.
I mean, I'm seeing a lot of different transportation trucks with no real company name
Yeah.
on them, but there is some
It's
activity
contractor
going
or
on
something.
here in January. So, yeah, we might have to drive by, check it out, and get chased away.
I like the
Because-
shadow of the camera. That's cool.
Yeah,
All
'Cause-
all as you go, there's the little
Yeah.
shadow that it kept.
the ostrich, I think they call those.
I
uh,
never knew that there was a name to that.
Yeah, I think they call those cars ostriches because it's got the long neck up with the camera up on top. But yeah, it looks like if you drive down the little side street here, this part of the parking lot is still open and gets you in. So we could possibly pop in there and scope it out. And if people ask us, what are you doing here? Well, we used to work in this building. Okay, and what are you doing here? I'll just point to you and say it was his idea.
Are you going to point to me and say it's the blind guy's idea?
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Be like,
okay.
hey, just keep talking so he knows where to point the camera. He can't see.
Oh my god. Great.
So, Jose says USPS has free boxes. Yeah, so there we go. So, all right, so Wednesday we're going to do the ferry. We might do a tea garden another day. Brian's going to ask his wife about the tea garden and the other gardens, the botanical garden, the Golden Gate Park, and whatnot. No pressure, but I mean, heck, we've been.
Well, I'll
friends
tell you. Well, we'll kind of shoot for Wednesday,
for
possibly. I mean
Wednesday,
Thursday
for the
For the
garden
tea
because it's
garden.
going to be another beautiful day Thursday. Yeah,
Yeah.
we may
Exactly.
as well.
So-
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have a question, Gators. What time do you fly in on Tuesday? Do you remember?
Tuesday, my flight is scheduled to land at noon.
At noon. Okay.
Yeah,
Just making sure.
I leave here 8 a.m. I get to California at.
Of course, you're
noon.
going to be in zombie mode, so
Yeah. Well, and then I got to get Bart all the way from San Francisco Airport to.
Are you gonna rent anything or no?
No, it'd be $350 to rent something for the week, and Brian's going to drive us most of the days. So.
Oh.
right. So
Oh,
if
Brian's like,
if
uh-huh.
I'm unable to make it someday,
Yeah.
I could get the bus or an Uber to the BART station, no problem.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you're planning on just going by BART, okay?
Yeah.
Go with the homeless people and the people that pee in
taken
the
BART
corner.
many a time.
And we can watch the guys do the breakdancing.
Yeah.
The breakdancing
Right.
people in Oakland.
Yeah.
The ones
exactly.
what's all your dollar?
I'll just keep.
can break
I'll,
dance
I'll,
with
I'll
them,
stand next to them and keep talking, so you know where to point the camera.
Oh
So
my
if you were
God.
living in Alameda, which BART station would you be would be closest? Fruitvale?
Probably Fruitvale.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
where you
my
get
favorite BART
stabbed.
station of all time.
I gotta tell you, Brian, I've taken the train from Fruitvale many times. I've never been stabbed.
So the running joke or shot, yeah. The running
there's a
joke
movie
that
called
me
Fruitvale.
and
Well,
my
I was the
friend
right color.
Larry would do would be our ambition is to get our instruments and play at a BART station.
Oh, you get a
Not-
bus.
not Fruitvale.
You can do the busking thing.
Busting?
Busking.
Busking.
Busking. Basically, play your
Busking?
instruments.
You play music for money.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the side of the road.
Oh, is that what that's called?
busking? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If like
You
when
probably
get off
need
the PAL.
need some kind of a license to do that, right?
A lot of times you have to get it from the BART station or something. But like if you go to Powell or Emeryville, the Emeryville BART station, you always go out, and it's, especially Powell when you get out, and there's the person always playing their saxophone or something, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he'd
that's
be
fun.
playing saxophone. So if we find a BART station near Alameda, we'll kind of go, "Hey, is Larry here? What is a FAP?"
Oh,
So now
don't ask people that, Brian.
So we've
Don't-
taught Brian.
No.
We've now taught Brian busking and fapping.
That is something that you
And,
that
and
will
word-
get you taken out of the BART station.
words
You
of
will not
wisdom:
get-
no fapping at the BART station
Or
I mean-
on the BART train.
or on the BART train.
Well, you can, but you do it on another car, please. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to be in a different car if you do that.
But anyways, yeah. So yeah, Fruitvale. I mean, my first apartment in Oakland was the closest BART station was Fruitvale. So I've taken trains from Fruitvale during the day.
Right.
During the day,
Right.
I did. Not at night. But,
Was that before the Oscar Grant incident or after?
I was both. Yes.
Oh, before and after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I was living in Oakland when that happened.
So you got to be part of the protest.
No, I stayed in my apartment on the
Yeah, I
other
wouldn't have looked
side.
good. I was in.
Yes.
My apartment was up near 580. The protesting
Yes.
was down near 880. So I stayed
Yes.
on my
Right,
side
right,
of town.
Oh, have you followed what's going on with the Oakland Coliseum and the
Oh, I'm so
and the
depressed.
stadium?
I'm so depressed.
No, what's going
Now
on?
the A's are talking about where they're going to go to Las Vegas.
They bought land in Vegas.
Yeah, so
it's pretty
Oakland
much
Raiders
they're going there.
went to Vegas,
Yeah.
years ago,
Mhm.
and now the Oakland A's are going.
And did you see what the mayor said? Oh, that's really a shame they're leaving. That's so horrible. Yeah, because Oakland's gonna lose hella money on this. They're losing hella money on this. And if they would have sat there and got off their freaking butts and helped the A's out redo their stuff, they wouldn't have to deal with this. It would have been done. What they should have done.
But see, the other thing that's bad is, so like my friend Larry, hey, the same guy that played the saxophone at the BART station.
Yeah.
He was a huge Raiders fan. They would get season tickets.
Yeah.
And it's just the good thing about going to Vegas, you turn that into an event. You go to Vegas, you stay at a nice place, you go to nice restaurants, and then you go watch the game, and it's totally safe. Unlike the shit that goes on at the stadium today.
Actually, Brian, what I used to do, and I've never had a problem with the Oakland Coliseum. Never. I'm going to tell you.
Oh, I've been there. I've been there a couple of times.
Yeah.
But as time goes on, it gets worse and worse and worse.
That's a Raiders game, not an A's game. Seriously, it's a different group.
Sure, I get it.
If you go to a Giants game, that's how it is a Giants game. Now, the thing is, what I used to do in the summer, when I moved here, and I moved out to my apartment, actually before I even knew it was summer, $2 Tuesdays. I used to sit there and hop on BART, go to random A's games all the time. $2, $1 hot dog, $5 plus $2, that's $7, and then transit. I used to have a whole day of A's and stuff for like $12.
So this friend of mine went to an A's game, and he was fortunate enough to see, it's Joe Satriani going to play guitar for the national anthem.
Oh, nice.
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 There was equipment problems, so he ended up playing the air guitar for the national anthem.
Oh, wow. That's
that works
horrible.
too if it's pre-recorded.
Yeah.
I don't know how they fixed that problem.
Uh,
I think it was just an air guitar.
I know. We went to an A's game when they were playing Seattle, and Kristen bought the tickets because she wanted.
Goodness, those are the most rowdy ones right there.
She's a Mariners fan, so. And the cool thing about that was when one of my high school classmates was on the Oakland A's, so I got to see him play.
Oh, neat.
So,
yeah.
Those are always the most. Those were always the most.
No, yeah, I went to high school with Jack Cust, who.
yeah, I've seen him play many a time.
Yeah. He played on the A's for a number of years, and he was in my graduating class. Somewhere I got a picture of myself with him and a group of other guys at the prom, but
he's just one of the 100 and how many people in your class?
97.
One of the 97.
I don't know how many. I just put up the picture and said, "You figure out how many this is."
I think you said there was 97.
No, we were the class of '97. So,
if you said 97 people.
Yeah, no.
That wasn't the count.
We spelled
Bring
out
it
the
up
number
again so we can count it.
We spelled out the number 97.
Hey, what happened? We haven't seen Sparky Toaster, have we?
He's buying paint.
He's buying paint, and he might be at the grocery store buying Cheerios.
Could be that.
See, he doesn't need Cheerios. He's got the people that are in your
Or
class
there's a
account.
pole dancer somewhere that he's watching.
Damn.
All right, I gotta find the. Here we go.
Pole dancer?
Here's the virtual yearbook. And they want me to buy a copy. I have a copy. It's in my basement.
You mean on classmates.com? They want me to buy everything. I say go away.
Yeah. They actually asked me if I want to buy a copy of my yearbook. It's like, dude,
Well,
I
they
got
said
one
they don't have my yearbook, but would you like to buy it? And I'm if you don't have it, how am I going to buy it?
I got one in my basement. I don't need your. Besides, the one that's scanned in is someone in the class scanned theirs in, because in the covers it's got people signing it to that person.
Oh, so you know who it is. That's cool.
Which mine's got people signing it to me, anyways, and somewhere in there I got Allie's phone number with 2 of the digits flipped, which I've.
Did you call that one recently?
The thing is, since I have access to a phone book and I always double check things, I figured out that the digits were flipped. And at the time, I thought it was an innocent mistake, but I've since come to realize that was very intentional.
You don't say, "Oh, well, you gave me the wrong phone number," but I figured it out. So hi.
That's kind of what I did.
You're like, "Hi, I'm dyslexic, so it's okay. Everything was right for me."
And then she told me her call waiting had another call coming in.
Did you hear that?
She could never be straight with me. She always had to. See, at least Tams was straight with me. I knew where I stood. She hated me. She fucking hated me.
Dude, she cut herself in front of you. There's something wrong with that.
Please drive thousands of miles to come see me so I can demonstrate to you just how much I hate you. But so this is the group of people. This is how many there are. So I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 10 people in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So about 1,800.
Okay, that's fine.
No, wait. 18. No, not 1,800.
180?
180.
You forgot to carry the 1, huh?
I carried a few too many ones, I think is what I did. I had an extra 0.
Yeah, 1,800, that's a really big class.
18.
That's a college, graduation class.
1.1800. No, it's 180.
Yeah.
So, about. So, somewhere in the ballpark of 200. So that's the class 97 there. Now, Mars, I thought you actually saw the picture somewhat earlier when I brought it up, and you were commenting on the size of the class. So,
no.
or you were just being silly.
I was following what other people said.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were following 97. See, because we're all wearing white and blue shirts with the white shirts making out the number 97.
Well,
that's where the number came from.
I'm very good at picking up on people's what they say. So I knew they were white and blue.
Well, you commented, "Oh, that's not that big a class," but so I guess, you were picking up on the number. That we
97.
said,
I was like, that's not that big.
Which was the year. So that's what. See, I thought you actually saw. Because I know sometimes you do have a certain level of working vision. Yeah. So I thought you had enough to see. Oh, no. Okay.
Actually, my screen is completely off. I have no screen at all right now.
Okay.
It's all screen reader.
Now is the level of working vision you have, is that less and less as time goes on?
Yeah. That's how that goes. Yeah.
So how much do you still have on a good day?
I have a little bit underneath my cataract. I have some light perception, and once in a great while I can see a word or two, but that's really about it. Sometimes faces.
No.
It all depends.
Where is technology on improving that, since you have something that works?
I can't yank out my eye yet. They haven't done that.
Okay.
If they had, it would have been... I don't know if I would have done that.
Well, you said cataract, so there's such a thing as cataract surgery. What's that?
There is. Well, last time I went to the doctor, they said, we don't want to work on your cataract because your eye is mythopic, which means small, until it's so bad. And then I called my doctor and said, yeah, my cataract's so bad I can't see. They're like, well, we're going to have to get a second opinion. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now, my eye doctor is a piece of crap because he's a really good eye doctor, but he likes the old ladies. So he quadruple books the old ladies, and then I wait in the waiting room for 6 hours.
Ooh.
So I've heard this from a receptionist. He really likes the old ladies.
We could get you an old lady wig.
No. No, I don't want him.
We're talking about your vision here, Mars. How much do you want to see? How badly do you want this?
Gators, my question is, would you want a man stick his fingers up your booty if you could see better?
Maybe for my hearing.
How's that gonna help your vision issue?
Exactly. I don't know what he's doing to the old ladies in the back, but
What is he, a proctologist on the side?
he might be. I don't know. I don't know what he is.
What,
He's,
does
an
his fingers smell
OBGYN
funny when you get in there?
proctologist. I don't know. I have no idea.
But he does eventually see you, and he's good enough that you've not replaced him. So like,
I'm going to replace him. I need to find a place closer too, because it's also expensive to get there and back. Because it's Stanford. It's like if I take regular transit, it takes about 6 hours to get there, 5-6 hours to get there for transit.
So with your small eye, cataract surgery would be risky, but being that
it would be risky, but I'm gonna get it done. I'm just not getting it done by them.
But now it's a risk worth taking since you pretty much have nothing to lose.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're planning on going.
It's probably gonna happen the next year, honestly.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So are you gonna gather your family around when the bandages come off to?
There's no bandages. Cataract surgery is really easy. They just zap, pull it out, pop a new one in, and zap it, and put ointment on it.
Oh, okay.
It's not super.
But it takes 2 appointments because they do one eye at a time usually.
Yeah, well, I only got one eye, so
he only has
that's
one
easier.
eye.
Yeah.
Oh well, that makes it simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets it half price.
My favorite is when they do my eye test. You know when they do your vision test, they put that thing over your eye, and they say, "Can you read the chart?" They used to stick it over my right eye, which I can't see. They go, read the chart, so I read the chart. And they'd stick it on my left eye. They say, okay, read the chart. And I'm like, well, that's not going to work. I can't see out of that eye.
That's the memory test.
That's the memory test. There you go. I'm like, I know there's some E's facing different ways. And he's like, I can't see out of that eye.
Well, don't you have like a fake eye over that eye? Or
yeah,
open invitation. Get a appointment for a Wednesday, and I will drive you there.
This is Stanford. I get appointments whenever they freaking throw them at me. Seriously, no, I'm not going to Stanford.
Let's set it up
Brian,
then.
Brian, I'm not going to Stanford. I've got a little better medical now, so I'm going to see if I can get something in the general area. Besides, Stanford actually has off-sites. They got, who did they join out with? They went with somebody else, so I'm gonna, because I now have Blue Cross.
Is it covered by your insurance?
I have Blue Cross now. It's been upgraded, so I got upgraded, so it's good.
But Stanford is on the list, though.
Stanford was on the list before, but now I've upgraded my insurance, so I probably could go there too. But I'm gonna see if I can go somewhere else instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
cool.
That needs to be taken care of as well. So
let me know if I can help.
Okay.
Because I am more than willing to help.
Yeah.
Cool. My brother is kind of a big shot with the Lions Club, and Connecticut Lions is really big into vision stuff.
Oh yes, they are. So.
Cool.
He's working on different programs with the University of Connecticut's Vision Center.
Yeah, that's.
So this is cool. So we're gonna.
I've never been to Connecticut. My niece used to go to school there.
Oh, what school?
Her college. Isn't Yale in Connecticut?
Yep, New Haven.
Yeah, that's where she went. She went to Yale Law.
Cool.
Yale.
Yep. Now she's
So Yale Law won't help your vision issue, though.
You know what though? You know what? That girl's so freaking smart. She went through Yale on a scholarship. They don't give scholarships to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And now she lives in Rome. So working for the national food drive?
Rome, Maine?
No. Rome, Italy.
Oh.
Rome, New York.
Rome, New York.
yeah, no.
Is she working for a bunch of Americans there or something?
No. She speaks fluent French and she learns Italian, and she's also doing translating in Farsi as well.
But law training in the United States, will that apply to Italy?
Yeah, well, she works as a lawyer for the world food hunger drive thingy.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah. So it's not a profit, but now I think she's profiting, but I don't know. She just got an upgrade.
Well, they have to pay you.
Well, they do. They basically gave her place of residence, and stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
She's
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
They're paying a stipend for her living situation, and
Well,
and
not now.
it's-
I think she actually has a full-time job now, which is good.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Yep.
So,
But even still, they pay extra for Americans to be living overseas.
Yes, I think so.
Unless she got a
I'm not
shitty
exactly.
deal.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. All I know is if I ever visit Rome, I have somewhere to stay.
cool.
So, yeah.
All right. So this is Well, we got a lot of awesome things going on here. So to all the viewers out there, do stay tuned throughout this week because we will do impromptu live streaming. I'll have my phone on me. And
Wait, which is gonna be better video. Can you just turn the audio off so it would be just like your camera?
Well, no, this will be great because I'll probably be streaming video of you using the camera.
Oh,
and,
okay.
And then we could try to sync them up later.
Oh, okay,
and,
that works.
Yeah.
This is Brian.
We'll just add the video in post, right?
Well, I have this. Yeah, I still don't know. I don't know if I'm making a promo. I mean, that was the joke, but we're just going to shoot stuff. Although I don't know. Now, Brian, do you still want to check out a Sears parking lot at any point during this?
Well, there's the Sears parking lot where near where Mars lives, right?
Yeah.
Is that still Sears?
What would be okay? So I talked to you about there's
Teslas at the Sears near you.
There's this closed Sears near me that has a parking garage. And the place is freaking loaded with Teslas.
So is there a
ready
dealership
to
there
sell.
now?
But there is no sales desk there.
Yeah, there's a dealership.
Well, there's got to be a desk in the mall somewhere.
Negative.
Well, because I've been to malls that have Tesla stores in the mall. So are you
I have
sure?
not seen a thing. Now
walk
there
through the mall?
is a Tesla not that far in Dublin.
That could be off-site parking or parking overflow or something.
Maybe.
Right. So they
Maybe.
give you a ride there and give you the keys, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And they look like they were all Model S.
Huh.
The new S's are nice. I like the threes. Threes are the ones I like the best. But
yeah, let me see where the nearest.
I like
Tesla...
to get the Model X with ludicrous mode.
you want an X or an S?
X.
Oh,
My niece has that one. That's the little SUV one.
Well, it's their biggest vehicle, so yeah.
Yeah. The Gullwing
But
doors in
the
the back freak
ludicrous
me out.
mode will go wicked fast.
Yeah. No, you want the S with the cheetah stance and then the ludicrous mode. That's really neat.
Right.
Well, it looks like there's a Tesla building across on the other side of 580 from that mall.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking
So that is pretty near. Yeah, that's probably.
It's close, yeah.
So that makes more sense.
But the whole thing is weird. It's just literally a boatload of cars.
Yeah.
I mean, so they kind of closed off most of the entrances, but you can get in and get out. I think it's at 3 spots, and you kind of go up the ramp and down the ramp and just kind of go, holy shit, do they got a lot of cars in there.
So today I went digging, and sad news, my noise canceling headphones are busted.
What? Do you say they need new batteries?
No, I put a battery in, but I turn it on, and you know the way noise canceling works is basically with a little bit of a microphone that cancels out the sound, and so the microphone and the earphone is causing a feedback loop. So whenever I turn it down, it just makes a loud humming noise.
Oh, that's fun.
So yeah, I could make it stop, but it still doesn't work right. And one cup's louder than the other, which just makes me feel off kilter. So it's just.
So we go to Best Buy when you're here. Oh, that's a nice noise.
That's
like
the noise.
It's like a low D or something.
That's the noise canceling feedbacking is what it is.
Nice.
So, no, I'm just gonna. I got earbuds. I got my Bluetooth earbuds to sync with my phone, and I think I don't think I even dug these out for the Disney trip last time, and I was fine. My normal earbuds were loud enough that I could hear the TV entertainment on the back of the seat.
Are they going to have it in that plane? Because a lot of times they want you to bring your own device now.
Well, they want you to bring your own earbuds, but they do have a screen in the back that you could connect your earbud to. So I'll use. I have earbuds. I don't know if I could sync them to Bluetooth or not, but I have wired and Bluetooth, so I'm covered. I just don't have noise canceling anymore.
Yeah,
so.
The last time I was on a Delta, it was they had this little device. You sit there and clip the top of your tablet and the bottom of your tablet to the back of the seat, and then you use your own device. I was like,
wow,
this is ghetto, but okay, whatever.
Well, I mean, I've got my phone, and they have Wi-Fi in the plane, so I can always just freebie it. Or I'll load up music. I loaded the Sims on my laptop, so if you know, I got multiple ways to entertain myself.
And by the way, Mars, we do have Lucky's still in California.
Yeah.
Are they still
So we have
Lucky's?
Albertsons, Safeway. Of course, they're all owned by Andronico's is all now by Kroger's.
Yeah. Why don't we have a Kroger? Just get rid of the names and just make them all Kroger.
Yeah, there's no such thing as monopolies in this country.
No.
Right.
No, those are illegal. We don't have those.
It's fine. I like Kroger.
Why can't we get a fucking government with the balls to not have monopolies in our country and keep?
Well, we got Food Lion across the country. They're not owned by Kroger.
Okay. Yeah.
There's Wawa. You can buy your groceries there.
I don't know. The competition gets less and less as time goes on, and no one wants to do
absolutely.
anything about
it.
Yeah.
What is the gain there?
This
Why
should
can't
be
you
a
have another
bipartisan
box store?
issue. Both parties should be interested in busting up monopolies and not having this. But
you know what?
Well, the thing is, when a business decides that they want to sell, they sell to the monopoly.
The sad part is,
Who's gonna
as
give
long
the
as I
best
can
deal?
buy my food, I don't care. I just look at better cheap prices. I buy no name brands if I have to.
You know, I bought those lemon frosted Cheerios.
They have lemon frosted ones?
Lemon frosted.
Are they
lemon
good?
frosted Cheerio. They taste like Fruit Loops because Fruit Loops are basically all the same flavor, and they're basically that artificial citrus flavor. So what's artificial lemon? It's basically that citric acid, artificial citrus flavor. So, I mean, they're not bad. They're good, but it basically reminds me of Fruit Loops.
I wonder what Sparky knows about those.
I don't know. I was too busy eating them to count them, though.
Huh? I eat Pop-Tarts.
So when we're done here, I'm gonna dump my put out my barrels, including the green barrel, and the green barrel will have my honey Cheerios, honey nut Cheerios, and the regular Cheerios that I've had that's way out of date.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I got to I'm gonna go to sleep as soon as I can after. I got to get the laundry out of the dryer, fold it, and load my suitcase, and then get to sleep because I got to be up at 3 in the morning, or 3:30. Get out the door at 4 to catch the 4:30 train.
And what time is the flight?
8.
Oh yeah, okay.
4:30 train to get me into South Station at 5:30. Then I got to catch Silver Line. I should be at the airport before 6. As long as the tea is reliable.
Yeah.
I'm quite nervous about that.
But we're going to go to the tea garden, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
You have the app, so it tells you, right?
Yeah. The app will tell. Now, here's the thing. I could, if I need to. Well, plan B will be to just order an Uber. Plan C will be to drive the car that's misfiring on cylinder 3. Which I'd rather not drive that to Boston for that long of a trip on the highway.
If all else fails, what you do, I know you don't want to, fill it up full of the good gas, your premium, and fill it all the way up.
It has nothing to do with octane, and I did top it off just in case there was some bad gas in there, but with normal gas, because I don't need more octane. That is just giving my car more of stuff it don't need. But no, I've my readers told me that cylinder 3 is misfiring. Cylinders 1, 2, and 3 are buried under a shit ton of parts that take 20 minutes to disassemble if you know what you're doing and have the right tools, which means 2 hours for me.
At least 2 to 4 hours with a mechanic.
And generally, the way to troubleshoot it is to basically swap the injectors in 2 cylinders and see if the code moves to a different cylinder or stays put.
There could be plugs. How hard is it to get to your spark plug?
So that would mean tear everything apart, swap things, put everything back together, and then read a new code to then determine what I need to do next, which means tear everything apart again. Now, of course, cylinders 4, 5, and 6 easily accessible. So, of course, the misfiring cylinder's got to be one of the ones that's buried under a shit ton of parts. Thank you, Ford. But
So, have you looked
yeah.
at the plugs? Can you open them out up and look?
Well, yeah, I mean, you take out the injectors and then the plugs are there. You can take those. So you start. It could be the injector, it could be the coil, it could be the plug.
Yeah.
And I'm saying all this like I'm an expert, and really I'm just spouting off what I saw from YouTube videos for 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we learn everything from YouTube nowadays.
Yeah.
I do.
But well, what pisses me off is I already dropped the car off for stuff, and when I dropped it off, I said I have the check engine light, and they called back and said we don't know why the check engine light's on because
What kind of mechanic is that?
Well, it doesn't start misfiring until you warm it up and drive it around a little bit, is what I figured out. So now I got to go back and say,
Was this at the dealer?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Gator's going to
So you found a guy that's an incompetent mechanic.
No, well, he's been good up until now. But I've only gone in them for like oil changes and inspections. And a few
So
small things.
tell him to go to.
Well, I'm going to tell him that it starts backfire. It starts misfiring after it warms up, and my codes are saying it's cylinder 3. You should know how to diagnose from there, because I figured it out from watching YouTube. But so I don't want to say too much because I don't want to come off condescending or insulting.
Oh yeah. You don't want
Because I'm not a mechanic and he is. But I'm going to say, hey, look, I've determined it starts doing it after it's warmed up. My code reader says it's cylinder 3. I'll let you take it from there. So that tells them just enough to let them know that I kind of know what's going on, so they can't just bullshit me.
Oh, they might bullshit you anyway, but.
Yeah, but I'll kind of know because they come back and say it's something other than a spark
By the way, do you
plug or an
watch
injector or a
Scotty
coil.
Kilmer on YouTube?
My dad does.
Oh, your dad does.
Oh yeah, he's the
Oh,
car
yeah,
nut.
he's the guy. He was talking about the Nissan Xterra, which is what you'll be riding in on Wednesday.
Okay.
And he said, if you find this car, buy it.
Oh.
So this guy had one. He had this little problem where he'd be driving along just fine, and then it would just stall.
That's bad.
And the typical mechanic could not handle that.
That's also bad.
Anyway, so he just showed this diagnostic tool that he used. Plug into the equipment jack. It Bluetooths to your iPad or tablet, or connects to it. I forget which. And then you go into it, and you can get all of this diagnostics live while you're driving.
Right.
And it'll show exactly what happens.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a
very
ABC reader. Yeah.
It's like every mechanic should know how to use that thing.
Yeah, they should.
I mean, shoot, it's not even that expensive. The plug-in device is about $100. And who doesn't have a tablet to use?
Yeah.
Come on, wake up.
It's like a funny car.
Whoops, that's the wrong button.
That's the wrong button.
No, that's the clapping sound effect that Dune sent me.
Yeah,
that is
what-
clapping.
With
I
their
don't think
feet?
so.
What are they clapping? I don't want to know. Never mind. I don't want to know. Were they clapping with their feet?
No, that is Kiera Kitty is demonstrating the firmness of a certain area of her
her
body.
belly.
No.
Not her belly?
Close
Not her
enough.
belly.
Close enough.
Not her tummy? Not her tummy?
Not her tummy. No, the other side. She's demonstrating just how firm and slappable her ass is, but
why would you do that? Why would you spank yourself? I don't understand that.
no, well, for money.
Oh.
These videos are not just for anyone. No, someone had to transfer funds to get into an OnlyFans account to see that video.
Oh.
Wait.
So
you
Doom did that?
Wait, you said Doom gave you that.
Well, Doom may have sent me that. I don't know how he came across it, but
I'm sure it's on YouTube. Yeah, that's it.
All of Doom and mine's pursuits in video-related materials is purely scientific.
Scientific.
Listen to the acoustics of this recording. You know, we were using this as a study for how we can improve the acoustics of our sound setups.
What do you do? You put that on your sound system and you test the acoustics of it,
I mean, that's a great room sound, and we want to emulate that with our voices, not with our asses. But
fortunately, it's really close to rating time. We got Lyle Forever.
We got Lyle.
Thug Shells.
Thug Shells. Oh, that's a good one.
Rachel Ray. Oh, that's Johnny Gators. DBK. What? TTV.
I don't know. Theremin Player is live. Yeah, a Thug Shells.
My cat girl is not playing Katamari anymore. She's
Philly Livehouse.
Philly Livehouse. That might be a. Yeah, I don't know what is that a venue or is that a band? Some of those live house things are just venues that wait. No, it's a guy playing guitar. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I mean these are all good options we have here.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm probably not going to run over because I need to be up at 3:30. So,
right. Well, we just kind of.
I should be in bed.
Get started on the raid.
Yeah.
3 minutes to go.
Well, we should. I don't know. Should we do Thug Shells or should we do Thug or Theremin?
Did we ever open the show?
No, but we could do that right now. We can. Here we go.
Right. Open and close.
So you are tuned in once again to your favorite internet radio show.
Insert title here.
And thank you for tuning in to your favorite internet radio show.
Insert title here.
But we do try to be educational here, and I have learned a whole lot. So, you know, I try to be random in who I ask to go first, but I feel like I feel like my randomness probably leans more towards one or the other, and I have no idea which one it is. So I got to ask you guys, do you feel I ask one of you to go first more than the other, or do you feel I've been random about it?
There's only two of us.
Right.
So I don't know.
You don't. So okay, I guess I'm doing a good job.
You're doing fine.
All right. Well, since you answered the question, I'll go to Brian. So Brian, what have you learned this week?
I learned that next week will be, or next time, whenever that will be, it'll be Mars' turn to go first.
Wow.
If I remember. And Mars, what have you learned this week?
I've learned that Gators is excited about the tea in transit tomorrow morning at 4:30 a.m.
It's my last obstacle. But
is that tea or coffee?
MBTA has a big T in their sign. Well, you follow their Twitter account.
I know. And
I don't know why you follow their Twitter account, because you don't take their transportation. You don't need their announcements.
Well, I want to be able to say, oh, is this your train that you're missing?
He wants to stalk the Gators in the morning. That's all.
And I have learned, what have I? I've learned that Brian's wife doesn't want to hang out with us.
Well, I'll tell her about the tea garden thing. Maybe.
Yes. I mean, Brian, you've met my wife multiple times. We've hung out. We've worked together. We've friends. It'd be nice, all 4 or 5 of us to get together. And hey, if anything, we could just go grab a meal together afterwards one evening. You know.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. Whatever she's up for, and if she's not, that's fine. I would never force someone to spend time with me against their will, because that's just not good for anyone.
That's right. That'd be like kidnapping.
If I wasn't me, I wouldn't want to hang out with me. So
yeah, that's about right. That's right.
But anyways, we're going to go ahead and we're going to raid Thug Shells is what we're going to do. So let's thank you everyone for tuning in. We will not be live next Monday at our normal time, because I will be waiting in an airport to board a train? No, a plane. But we will be doing some impromptu live streaming probably throughout the week. So stay tuned for, you never know when anything's
big adventure.
Happen.
It could be in front of a closed Sears store.
And at some point when I get back, there'll be some more film developing to take place, followed by hopefully content that comes.
So is it going to be a beer development?
That is
well,
coffee
development.
some might be coffee. I don't think I'm going to do the beer because the beer I could do on the Tri-X, but I think I'd rather do a reversal on the Tri-X so I can actually project it, and that would be better with actual developing fluid rather than beer. So I don't know. It depends, but I'm not planning on doing any of this with beer. I do have some Kodachrome rolls that might be good with the caffeinol, the coffee. But we'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and raid Thug Shells. More about film developing to come in future streams after our trip, hopefully. And good night.
And we're going to take off just like SpaceX.
Hopefully not. Okay, there's our raid. So I guess Mars, I'll text you or something, and we might knock on your door or.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, Brian, if you want to come out for some afternoon coffee or dinner or whatever tomorrow, but I'm going to be staying near Mars, so I'll probably knock on his door.
Well, see, tomorrow I have a meeting with my guys, and I can't get out of that because I'm a driver.
Okay.
If we don't show up,